All my monsters are willing and able. They lie on the table and ready to receive. Open my eyes, it's a shock to the system. The doctors who listen don't cure my disease.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Those that are here live in real time, thanks for being here with us on this pretty important group tapping session. For those that are watching at home on YouTube, you get a sense as to the really important work that we do from time to time. Today, we're addressing the issue of another mass shooting in the US. It's so sad that we keep having to address the issue, but we're going to do it in energy. I mean, there's a lot of indignation going on, but we're going to deal with the issue in energy. But before we do, all of the special people that are on this call are part of the Genuine Healing subscribers group. And Jen, one of the things that we do is a bit of a Q&A. And so there's a couple of questions that you wanted to address first, and then we'll get into the business end of the session. How's that?
That sounds great. Thank you, babies. And I just want to, I said this before the recording, but I just want to let everyone know I don't usually suggest having a baby on such intense work, but this is a special baby. I have a special bubble of protection over the baby and the baby's milk. And this baby actually chose to be on this because this baby represents another generation, and this baby does not want to come into this earth in the way that it is. So it wants to help shift humanity. This baby is more aware than most adults. And it's a surrogate for all babies are awakening to this depth of understanding that is so beyond the generations that we're in. And this baby wants to help wake up the people so it doesn't have to deal with this incredible power plays that we're seeing that cause death to children. There's that. There's a question Ashna had about you can't tell if you're asleep or awake because you're hearing astral sounds, but you're refreshed in the morning. So you're confused about whether you're asleep or awake. Just like Marvin says, I'm snoring, but I don't hear myself snore. And so I'm asleep, but I don't know I'm asleep. Is that the question?
Yes.
So two things happen when you become more spiritually aware. What you're actually doing is aligning all of your senses from the higher realms and converting them and bringing them into the present moment. So it's not like your astral life is over here and your physical life is over there. They're intertwined. So the whole goal of being adept and being omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent is you can perceive from the higher realms while you're still in the physical body, especially while you're in the physical body. So I don't have to be asleep to know what's going on in the mental realm. I don't have to be asleep to explore my past lives. I'm doing that in real time all the time. I don't have to be asleep to know what's going on the astral plane with my emotions or other people's emotions. And that's what you want. So it's not a matter of either or, it's a matter of what's happening with you is you're aligning with them so much that you can't differentiate between them. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So you are still getting your sleep, but you're also aware in the astral body. So it's all good. And then when you start like thinking about, when you have dreams about other people, and a lot of us are purging old causal records, past life records. So we'll have dreams about people we haven't thought about in years, issues we haven't thought about in years. It's like, why? But what's happening is you're pulling those out and coming to completion with these experiences so you don't have to deal with them in the future. Same thing with a lot of thoughts. A lot of people think that they're going insane or they want to hurt themselves or whatever. It's just the purging of the mind. The ego is losing its grip on being able to control every aspect of you. So it's going to fight it. That's what the mind F's are. And when you have these thoughts that seem horrific, they're purging out of you. They're like threats that other happened to you in past eras or is stored in your DNA, and it's just purging right now. So don't own them, just let them go and say, wow, I feel a lot lighter. To be honest with you, whenever I have one of those huge catharsises of negative thoughts or emotions, I get on the scale and I'm skinnier the next day. So they do have weight and mass. It's a true story. So, now Lindsay's been having a unique experience. Lindsay, do you want to tell them what's been happening? And she asked me about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So Sunday morning, as I do every morning, I got my cup of coffee ready and was sitting down about to enjoy it when all of a sudden it spilled, and it spilled over the plate of breakfast stuff I was going to have and over the floor, which was very frustrating. And it just came out of the blue. I'm like, what the heck? So I cleaned that up. Then later that same day, I was getting something out of the bathroom cupboard, and sounds kind of weird, but this bottle of rose water fell out. I don't even normally have that on hand, but for some reason I've gotten some.
Lindsay,
Yeah.
I love you very much, but can you speed it up?
Oh yeah, I'll try. Okay. So 3 spills: coffee, rose water, vanilla, all good smelling things, all came out of the blue, and it 2 in one day, 1 the following. And I'm just like, is there some psychic energy going on here? So I messaged Jen, and she reassured me right away that no, this is, I guess, maybe symbolic of the releasing of positive energy, or you could probably describe that better. Well, I know you could.
Yeah,
so that was a relief to hear.
So what's happening is her love and her empowerment is spilling over, and that's why it's sweet smells and everything. Pay attention to what's going on in your lives. Her sweetness is spilling over into the world. Her higher self was telling her that.
Can I just add a couple of things that I thought were quite interesting about this whole thing? So the vanilla fell from a higher cupboard in the kitchen onto a ceramic floor. The lid on the bottle broke. It didn't break. And when I picked it up, there was maybe a third of the bottle gone. It was a larger bottle. That seems strange to me. I mean, you'd think it would shatter. The same thing for the bottle of rose water. Actually, when I picked it back up, only a quarter of it had spilled out. Didn't lose a whole cup of coffee, which by all rights, logically speaking, I should have. So that alone made me go, what? It was interesting. Then Jen said to kind of keep a record of these, to keep note and, like pay attention. So yesterday I was driving a friend home, and she pointed out a robin's nest in her driveway that's up, like nestled up in the carport. And these little fledglings were getting ready to leave the nest, and the mother arrived with some food for them. So I thought that's probably related to this whole thing, and it was really quite cool. So there we are.
Well, when you say the fledgling, it sounds like this subscription group.
Oh,
it's like you guys are all, and when we meet together, I'm feeding you guys, making you stronger so you guys can fly out and be empowered.
Right.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So thank you. Yeah, if you guys have like special experiences like that, keep a running diary of them, and the more that you do that, the more you will tell your brain that you're interested in these subtle things, and you'll give yourself more messages and more meaning. It's important to find meaning in everything. Another thing, I don't want to go on because we got a lot of tapping to do, but another thing that occurred to me is happening in my world is everything, because I'm in a new situation, the man of my dreams that I didn't think existed, a home I've never had, everything that I've ever wanted. I've always wanted a compost. I've always wanted a nice home, and these crafts I've always done is I'm doing artwork. I just did this during a session. So I'm pulling up old artwork from childhood, doing puzzle, anything that's ever brought me joy. My mother had an electric blanket when we were kids and we were freezing, so it was such a joy to have that. So I have this little electric throw, and it's like, so it was like this joy from childhood is rushing back to me. So Marvin's always telling me, let go of the story, let go of the story. I don't want to hear the story, and I understand. So, but what's happened as you become more aware, you realize you can pull back the good things from childhood, the good things from your life. Stop making it about the problems. Make it about, well, I like to do jigsaw puzzles. I got a jigsaw puzzle on the table. I like to do crafts, whatever. Marvin doesn't know what's coming yet because I have all these creative projects that I want to run, but he's perfect with it because he doesn't squelch me in any way. So what you're doing is you're bringing all the joy of heaven. This is my heaven. I'm bringing heaven into the moment. It's a much more empowering way than to laying back and waiting, well, I'm going to die and can't wait to see what's going to happen. No, you create the heaven that you want. You do it. You bring the childlike innocence in it. You bring everything that makes you happy, music and everything. So did I say that right, Marvin? Can you clarify it all? Or?
No, that's fine. It's all good. So we should probably get to the core issue. This is going to be entitled Ending Mass Shootings. I'm pretty sure everyone on this call kind of knows what the context is, but you were going to read a poem from the Jenuine Poetry for Life. Can you just hold the book up so that people that aren't familiar with it know what's going on? So that's Jenuine Poetry for Life. It's got about, I don't know, 200 poems in it. They're all very poignant, but you're going to read one of them, which is related to our topic area today. And right. I am just, let me share screen so that people watching can also see what you're reading from. Can you see that?
So this is a picture I drew to depict the poem, and the poem was about the Sandy Hook shootings. And I just wanted to honor that. And I really thought that was a moment of peace on earth. But this issue with guns is a defining line. And it's like people waking up. So the task we're going to do today is to wake people up and to shift that narrative even quicker than having to have our babies die. Ridiculous. So this is the poem I wrote to honor them. I had no other thing to do to ease my own suffering of knowing babies were killed for no reason. The tiny fleet of Sandy Hook angels. A tiny fleet of angels graced the world one day. 7 years they walked the earth, immersed in children's play. We thought we knew their purpose, to be nurtured and uplift, each assigned a special family with which to share their gifts. Each child is like a song of God, a sacred celestial tone. But the music ended abruptly one day. God called his angels home. Now the world feels cheated because of what transpired. How could death so cruelly take what heaven has inspired? The world has gone complacent, indifferent to the core. With a devastating wake-up call, the golden rule can be restored. God in his infinite wisdom set sights on something grand, to restore the milk of human kindness and the brotherhood of man. These children are etched in our hearts on a canvas made of pain, yet where the scratch marks of anguish are carved, their innocence remains. This tiny fleet of angels that reawaken the heart of man is a golden instrument to mark and gauge where peace on earth began.
Thank you, babies.
So we're going to do some taps because we can't sit around and wait for the power mongers, those in in position to do something to sit on their ass anymore. So we're gonna do the energy work right now. We've been doing it all along, but this is more pointed. Someone asked, one of the mothers on this group asked if we could do this. And sure, so we wrote this overnight. So each tab.
Can you just really quickly, very quickly, for those that are new to this watching at home, can you just quickly explain the tapping, the process?
The tapping is to take a higher intention and to program the 3D mind, which is a 3D printer that can manifest anything, to manifest it as quickly as possible. This tapping here inserts it into the body to makes it so it doesn't just disappear on a whim, like a lot of things we think about. And then tapping on the abdomen makes sure that it's inserted deep in the body and it's not going to like be diverted into something like physical pain or such.
Okay, so 3 taps on the head, one tap on the chest, and 1 tap on the abdomen is the protocol. And we're in your hands.
I'm gonna say them to you, and everyone else on mute, they're gonna say them along with you, and I'm just gonna do my thing. Okay?
Yep. Actually, you should also explain to those that are new to this that you might be making noises and just that it's part of the process of shifting the energy. So don't be confused by that.
Yeah, so every one of these mass shooters is enraged, and they've been like filled with such psychic. Guns have psychic energy. I don't care if they're inanimate objects. Look at, I have plushies. You know why I have plushies? Because they are living atoms and they have an intention for which they were made. Plushies are made to heal and to nurture and to uplift. Guns are inanimate objects too. They are infused with an intention to be used for what they're made. They're not neutral. There is a consciousness to guns. That's what society is not factoring in. When you get someone who's psychically aware, who's unbalanced, who's feeling unloved and feeling invalidated, and you get the psychic intention of a gun to be used for what it was made for, and you get the programming and conditioning of these horrific game sports of shooting down everyone, and that's okay. It's like a perfect storm. And it's like we can't keep demonizing these children who are given no protection from the psychic energies, no understanding of what's going on in energy, and then demonize them after they're overwhelmed with their own imbalances, issues, and everything. They are not the monsters. The people who shoot these people are not the monsters. The monsters are in government. The monsters are the ones walking around in power suits, trying to deflect as much as they can so they can protect those who are making money off of guns. Those are the monsters. The children are not the monsters. So I'm going to start with tabs that aren't on the list. We release demonizing our children in all moments.
We release demonizing our children in all moments. We release demonizing our children in all moments. We release demonizing our children in all moments. We release demonizing our children in all moments. We release demonizing our children in all moments.
We release scapegoating our children for the monsters in all moments.
We release scapegoating our children for the monsters in all moments. We release scapegoating our children for the monsters in all moments. We release scapegoating our children for the monsters in all moments. We release scapegoating our children for the monsters in all moments. We release scapegoating our children for the monsters in all moments.
We strip all illusion off of the monsters in all moments.
We strip all illusion off the monsters in all moments. We strip all illusion off the monsters in all moments. We strip all illusion off the monsters in all moments. We strip all illusion off the monsters in all moments. We strip all illusion off the monsters in all moments.
We remove all masks, walls, and armor from the monsters in all moments.
We remove all masks, walls, and armor off the monsters in all moments.
From,
we remove.
Do you mind?
From.
We remove all masks, walls, and armor from the monsters. Sorry.
We remove all masks, walls, and armor from the monsters in all moments. We remove all masks, walls, and armor from the monsters in all moments. We remove all masks, walls, and armor from the monsters in all moments. We remove all masks, walls, and armors from the monsters in all moments. We remove all masks, walls, and armor from the monsters in all moments.
We expose the pettiness of the powermongers in all moments.
We expose the pettiness of the powermongers in all moments. We expose the pettiness of the powermongers in all moments. We expose the pettiness of the powermongers in all moments. We expose the pettiness of the powermongers in all moments. We expose the pettiness of the powermongers in all moments.
So Abel, I just want to ask you, is the baby responding positive to these? She says yes. Lara, I can hear what you're saying, babies. And she's telling me that we've gotten it all wrong, all these generations, that children should understand that monsters aren't in their own inner worlds. They're in Congress. They're in politics. That's where the monsters are. They're out here. They're not in there. Their inner lives are precious and safe. Right, baby girl? She gets it. Yeah. Yes. Good girl. That was important. Thank you for telling us. Thank you, Lara. We do this for all the babies out there, so they don't have to do this again. Yes. Good job, Lara. Okay. We release value in guns over our children in all moments.
We release value in guns over our children in all moments. We release value in guns over our children in all moments. We release value in guns over our children in all moments. We release value in guns over our children in all moments. We release value in guns over our children in all moments.
We release revering guns over life in all moments.
We release revering guns over life in all moments. We release revering guns over life in all moments. We release revering guns over life in all moments. We release revering guns over life in all moments. We release revering guns over life in all moments.
Right then, that's releasing the anguish, that's the residual anguish from these things happening. We release feeding powermongers through our anguish in all moments.
We release feeding powermongers through our anguish in all moments. We release feeding powermongers through our anguish in all moments. We release feeding powermongers through our anguish in all moments. We release feeding powermongers through our anguish in all moments. We release feeding powermongers through our anguish in all moments.
We dissipate all psychic streams of bullshit that cause society to protect guns over children in all moments.
We dissipate all psychic streams of bullshit that cause society to protect guns over children in all moments. We dissipate all psychic streams of bullshit that cause society to protect guns over children in all moments. We dissipate all psychic streams of bullshit that cause society to protect guns over children in all moments. We dissipate all psychic streams of bullshit that cause society to protect guns over children in all moments. We dissipate all psychic streams of bullshit that cause society to protect guns over children in all moments.
We release revering guns over innocence in all moments.
We release revering guns over innocence in all moments. We release revering guns over innocence in all moments. We release revering guns over innocence in all moments. We release revering guns over innocence in all moments. We release revering guns over innocence in all moments.
April, do you notice how she's more active now? She's usually would be calmed out by now, but she doesn't want to miss anything. It's so cool. You're not missing anything, Angel. You're helping. We dissipate all loopholes in reason that protect the proliferation of guns in all moments.
We dissipate all loopholes in reason that protect the proliferation of guns in all moments. We dissipate all loopholes of reason that protect the proliferation of guns in all moments. We dissipate all loopholes in reason that protect the proliferation of guns in all moments. We dissipate all loopholes in reason that protect the proliferation of guns in all moments. We dissipate all loopholes in reason that protect the proliferation of guns in all moments.
We release being held hostage by greed and ignorance in all moments.
We release being held hostage by greed and ignorance in all moments. We release being held hostage by greed and ignorance in all moments. We release being held hostage by greed and ignorance in all moments. We release being held hostage by greed and ignorance in all moments. We release being held hostage by greed and ignorance in all moments.
We dissipate all greed, ignorance, and selfish intentions that protect the proliferation of guns in all moments.
We dissipate all greed, ignorance, and selfish intentions that protect the proliferation of guns in all moments. We dissipate all greed, ignorance, and selfish intentions that protect the proliferation of guns in all moments. We dissipate all greed, ignorance, and selfish intentions that protect the proliferation of guns in all moments. We dissipate all greed, ignorance, and selfish intentions that protect the proliferation of guns in all moments. We dissipate all greed, ignorance, and selfish intentions that protect the proliferation of guns in all moments.
We gift those who understand what's going on with the balls to do something about it in all moments.
We gift those who understand what's going on with the balls to do something about it in all moments. We gift those who understand what's going on with the balls to do something about it in all moments. We gift those who understand what's going on with the balls to do something about it in all moments. We gift those who understand what's going on with the balls to do something about it in all moments. We gift those who understand what's going on with the balls to do something about it in all moments.
We release being held hostage by ineffective, self-serving politicians in all moments.
We release being held hostage by ineffective, self-serving politicians in all moments. We release being held hostage by ineffective, self-serving politicians in all moments. We release being held hostage by inefficient, self-serving politicians in all moments. We release being held hostage by ineffective, self-serving politicians in all moments. We release being held hostage by ineffective, self-serving politicians in all moments.
We immediately strip all illusion off of all ineffective, self-serving politicians in all moments.
We immediately strip all illusion off all ineffective, self-serving politicians in all moments. We immediately strip all illusion off all ineffective, self-serving politicians in all moments. We immediately strip all illusion of all ineffective self-serving politicians in all moments. We immediately strip all illusion of all ineffective self-serving politicians in all moments. We immediately strip all illusion of all ineffective self-serving politicians in all moments.
Okay, so we release the weapon. We immediately thwart the weaponization of prayer in all moments.
We immediately thwart the weaponization of prayer in all moments. We immediately thwart the weaponization of prayer in all moments. We immediately thwart the weaponization of prayer in all moments. We immediately thwart the weaponization of prayer in all moments. We immediately thwart the weaponization of prayer in all moments. Have a look at how intensely Bubs is looking into the camera.
Who? The
Bubsy
baby?
over there. Mm.
Yeah, she's getting it. And she's like, right, her energy, she's like doing energy work right now. She's like, So do you guys understand what the weaponization of prayer is? So you get these people of maybe lower income who don't have an understanding of politics or what's going on in the world, who are just trying to get by, and they're immersed in reactionary mode of fear or fight or flight, right? Either we got to like protect, and so they don't know who to believe, and they got these shiny politicians who are using their innocence, using the fact that they don't really understand what's going on, and weaponizing it and saying this guy's the bad guy, this guy's the bad guy, and they're actually attacking others to save God. And so it's like become such a productive way for power mongers to weaponize people that we have to stop that. We shouldn't be attacking each other with this. This is only used to uplift, not to attack. Does that make sense? And if we didn't understand the ways of energy, we would be like helpless against what's going on. So that's what's happening, is because energy is not taught or understood in the world or whatever, the power mongers can use that ignorance against the people. And that's what we're leveling
I'll try
out.
and just explain it a little bit. So those that aren't familiar and are able to operate in energy from a higher vantage point are succumb to those people that use indignation and us versus them polarity on sort of social issues. So what we're doing here is we're just taking the piss and the wind out of all of that nonsense and just addressing it, shifting it in energy. That's kind of what we're doing.
Thank you. So people have free choice again, and they can discern for themselves. It's just like if the Russian people had the same access to information that the rest of us does, there would be no war, because they would be able to like discern and say, we don't want to be a part of this, and not agree to it. In that same way, there's people in society who don't realize that they don't have the higher point of view, because they just aren't aware that such dynamics are going on. So it's the same kind of rhetoric being used. Right, babies?
Yep, number 11.
Okay. We reveal the blood on the hands of self-serving politicians in all moments.
We reveal the blood on the hands of self-serving politicians in all moments.
Can we say that a little stronger? We highlight the blood on the hands of self-serving politicians in all moments.
We highlight the blood on the hands of self-serving politicians in all moments. We highlight the blood on the hands of self-serving politicians in all moments. We highlight the blood on the hands of self-serving politicians in all moments. We highlight the blood on the hands of self-serving politicians in all moments. We highlight the blood on the hands of self-serving politicians in all moments. Maybe you're gonna have to explain energetically completing all of these protocols just for those that are brand new to this. We're gonna have a whole new audience.
Okay, great. So I've developed this protocol of like 35, how many? 28
There are actually
taps.
42 taps.
There are 42 in the energetic cleanse. So there's this protocol you can get on my website, or you can purchase this book, SFT Lexicon, which is a textbook for life. And it has on page 38, it has the energetic cleanse, which is a whole list. It's a whole list of taps to do on one issue. So it's like a Mad Lib. You put one issue, like you can put greedy politicians in this whole thing and do all of those taps on greedy politicians. And what it does is it dissipates all the energy between you and them. So what we're doing here, for those who are aware of the taps and are more accustomed to them, we have Ziploc. What is it?
Just compress. So yeah.
Yeah.
So in one tap,
file,
we're doing
right.
42 taps.
Yeah, so each one of these next ones is like doing 42 taps in one. So it's going to be tiring, but it's worth it. We energetically complete the PB&J between schools and being turned into war zones in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between schools and being turned into war zones in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between schools and being turned into war zones in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between schools and being turned into war zones in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between schools and being turned into war zones in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between schools and being turned into war zones in all moments. Can I just explain something for the new people on the call, or the listeners?
Please.
So the peanut butter and jelly, or PB&J protocol, is separating energetically two things, so one from the other. So when we, and there's a series of 42 taps that do that, but we're doing these compressed versions. So when we're saying we energetically complete the PB&J, so that's sort of highlighting the protocol between schools, which is one object, and then the other object is being turned into war zones. So that's what that tap is. And there's a whole series of taps along those lines that we're going to be doing as well.
Yeah. And it's intense. So if you're listening and you're not used to this, it'll feel like, whoa, and intense and overwhelming. If you can sit with it and relax into it and try to, you don't have to understand the whole thing, but if you do the taps, you will be doing your part to help in this issue in a way that you haven't been able to do it, and you might find some relief in yourself. Okay, so we energetically complete. We did the one. Okay,
so we're on to 13.
Thank you. We energetically complete the PB&J between the youth and being conditioned to kill in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between the youth and being conditioned to kill in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between the youth and being conditioned to kill in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between the youth and being conditioned to kill in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between the youth and being conditioned to kill in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between the youth and being conditioned to kill in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and all psychic streams of energy that compel them to kill in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and all psychic streams of energy that compel them to kill in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and all psychic streams of energy that compel them to kill in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and all psychic streams of energy that compel them to kill in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and all psychic streams of energy that compel them to kill in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and all psychic streams of energy that compel them to kill in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and the desperate cry for validation in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and the desperate cry for validation in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and the desperate cry for validation in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and the desperate cry for validation in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and the desperate cry for validation in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and the desperate cry for validation in all moments.
So you guys might see that I'm looking down. I'm actually doodling while I do this because the energy work is so intense, even for me, that it's painful for me to do this. So the doodling just helps me just redirect a little bit. So I hope it's not distracting. Is anybody annoyed with me doing that? Okay, thank you. Oh, we energetically complete the PB&J between our children and all blockages to them being validated in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and all blockages to them being validated in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and all blockages to them being validated in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and all blockages to them being validated in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and all blockages to them being validated in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and all blockages to them being validated in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and being used to sell guns in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and being used to sell guns in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and being used to sell guns in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and being used to sell guns in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and being used to sell guns in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between our children and being used to sell guns in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between the Constitution and being used as cover for assault weapons in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between the Constitution and being used as a cover for assault weapons in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between the Constitution and being used as a cover for assault weapons in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between the Constitution and being used as a cover for assault weapons in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between the Constitution and being used as a cover for assault weapons in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between the Constitution and being used as a cover for assault weapons in all moments.
We energetically, can you guys get a sense of how powerful these are? They've never been addressed. This has been a sacred cow. This has never been addressed. We energetically complete the PB&J between the Constitution and being used as a cover for the indoctrination of hate in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between the Constitution and being used as a cover for the indoctrination of hate in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between the Constitution and being used as a cover for the indoctrination of hate in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between the Constitution and being used as a cover for the indoctrination of hate in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between the Constitution and being used as a cover for the indoctrination of hate in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between the Constitution and being used as a cover for the indoctrination of hate in all moments.
We energetically complete the energetic cleanse on all those complicit in enabling mass shootings in all moments.
We energetically complete the energetic cleanse on all those complicit in enabling mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the energetic cleanse on all those complicit in enabling mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the energetic cleanse on all those complicit in enabling mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the energetic cleanse on all those complicit in enabling mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the energetic cleanse on all those complicit in enabling mass shootings in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between all those that enable mass shootings and denial in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between all those that enable mass shootings and denial in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between all those that enable mass shootings and denial in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between all those that enable mass shootings and denial in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between all those that enable mass shootings and denial in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between all those that enable mass shootings and denial in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between all those that enable mass shootings and lack of accountability in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between all those that enable mass shootings and lack of accountability in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between all those that enable mass shootings and lack of accountability in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between all those that enable mass shootings and lack of accountability in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between all those that enable mass shootings and lack of accountability in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between all those that enable mass shootings and lack of accountability in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all smokescreens that allow mass shootings in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all smokescreens that enable mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all smokescreens that enable mass shootings.
No, sorry, allow.
So you want to do allow?
Yeah, because oh, you think
that's
enable
fine.
is
I mean,
stronger?
it's written as allow, so I'm happy to do allow. So
But
you want to do
felt
allow?
Enable was, it felt stronger.
Allow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Enable
Cool.
or allow. Can you do both? Sorry. It's too important. I know it's one word to you, but in energy, it's important.
All right. So we'll start again. We'll do enable first, and then we'll do allow. That's okay. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all smoke screens that enable mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all smoke screens that enable mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all smoke screens that enable mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all smoke screens that enable mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all smoke screens that enable mass shootings in all moments. Then we energetically complete the PB&J between society and all smoke screens that allow mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all smoke screens that allow mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all smoke screens that allow mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all smoke screens that allow mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all smoke screens that allow mass shootings in all moments.
I'm just going by the sound I made. I have to do this one. We remove all mass shootings from the collective sound frequency in all moments.
We remove all mass shootings from the collective sound frequency in all moments. We remove all mass shootings from the collective sound frequency in all moments. We remove all mass shootings from the collective sound frequency in all moments. We remove all mass shootings from the collective sound frequency in all moments. We remove all mass shootings from the collective sound frequency in all moments.
We remove all mass shootings from the collective light emanation in all moments.
We remove all mass shootings from the collective's light emanation in all moments. We remove all shootings from the collective's light emanation in all moments. We remove all shootings from the collective's light emanation in all moments. We remove all shootings from the collective's light emanation in all moments. We remove all shootings from the collective's light emanation in all moments.
No more. No more. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that enable or support mass shootings in all moments.
We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that enable or support mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that enable or support mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that enable or support mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that enable or support mass shootings in all moments. You might just need to explain that one and the expunging negativity protocol, ladies, just for those that are new.
So expunging negativity is like, it's my version of doing an exorcism. And it's like taking all those demons out of it, all the energy that's coagulated into solid form. So it's releasing all of that at once. What's really interesting, can I tell them that little side thing about us watching The Exorcism the other night?
Okay.
Me and Marvin watched, everything we do is for energy. So we watched The Exorcism the other night to see if it would affect us.
Just to remind people, this is a 1972 movie, right?
It was like really, really supposed to be cutting edge. So it was so funny because I'm watching it and we're watching the exorcism part, and I'm critiquing it from a professional point of view, and I'm pointing out to Marvin all the things that were done wrong and why it didn't work. And it was so hysterical because I would love to watch that whole scene with you guys and show you what they're doing wrong, because it's the same thing that happens when you're doing healing work. The same mistakes are made. Can I just explain one or no?
Just quickly, if you don't mind.
Okay, because this one has to do with Therese. So I always tell Therese, don't do things for me. Be present with me. Be present with me. That's what you're here for, is to be present with me. Well, in the exorcism scene, the priest.
The young priest.
No, I was talking about the old priest is connecting with her, really, and then she throws up on his sacred little ribbon and stuff. And instead of staying present with her, the young priest was they were supposed to be tag teaming this thing. So he drops out of tag teaming the demons to go clean off this little ribbon. Like, that freaking matters. So what he did is he dropped out of being present and what needed to be present and dropped into doing mode. Does it sound familiar, Therese? And then another thing he did is he got sympathetic with the demon. You know how, and it reminded me of a perfect Jen thing, because you know how when I do private sessions, I go, I don't want to hear the story. I don't want to hear it. I just want to do the work. So as soon as he gets there, the young priest is trying to fill in the old priest. And he goes, do you want to know the backstory? And of course he doesn't. It doesn't matter. And the young priest is hell-bent on telling the backstory. And it's just such a validation for what I do in private sessions, because I don't allow backstory and I don't allow sympathy. So the young priest screwed them both when he gave sympathy to the demon and was wiping its head and stuff. You can't do that. You can't switch gears like that. That leaves you open. All right, baby, sorry.
All right, so the expunging negativity taps is all about addressing nefarious entities and removing them or expunging them from, various realms of reality. So there you go.
It's like driving the demons out, if people want to think in that vernacular. But we don't give it that persona that other people do, because we do it at a high vantage point where there's no such thing as demons. It's just all stagnant energy, just all experiences. Grow up, people. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that drive people to the compulsion to kill in all moments.
We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that drive people to the compulsion to kill in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that drive people to the compulsion to kill in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that drive people to the compulsion to kill in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocols for all energies that drive people to the compulsion to kill in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that drive people to the compulsion to kill in all moments.
I know I worded that funny, but there's another one with that we should do. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that compel people to kill in all moments.
We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that compel people to kill in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that compel people to kill in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that compel people to kill in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that compel people to kill in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that compel people to kill in all moments.
We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that feed off misery in all moments.
We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that feed off misery in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that feed off misery in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocols for all energies that feed off misery in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that feed off misery in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that feed off misery in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between all individuals and being driven into a dead end in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between all individuals and being driven into a dead end in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between all individuals and being driven into a dead end in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between all individuals and being driven into a dead end in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between all individuals and being driven into a dead end in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between all individuals and being driven into a dead end in all moments.
Right now, energetically, I'm loving everyone who feels trapped in a dead end, and I'm loving them and melting them so they can turn around. It's really helpful to humanity when you can expand your ability to love. I highly recommend it. There's nothing like it. We energetically complete the PB&J between all individuals and all muscle memory and engrams of war in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between all individuals and all muscle memory and engrams of war in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between all individuals and all muscle memory and engrams of war in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between all individuals and all muscle memory and engrams of war in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between all individuals and all muscle memory and engrams of war in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between all individuals and all muscle memory and engrams of war in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all muscle memory and engrams of war in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all muscle memory and engrams of war in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all muscle memory and engrams of war in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all muscle memory and engrams of war in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all muscle memory and engrams of war in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and all muscle memory and engrams of war in all moments.
We energetically complete the positive protocol to hold all those accountable who profit off mass shootings in all moments.
We energetically complete the positive protocol to hold all those accountable who profit off mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to hold all those accountable who profit off mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to hold all those accountable who profit from mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to hold all those accountable who profit off mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to hold all those accountable who profit off mass shootings in all moments. Maybe can you just quickly explain the positive protocol for those that are new on this call?
Sure, there's another protocol that removes all blockages. It makes space in this world or in your universe for what you want by removing all blockages and all things that would deter it. So it's a
manifestation protocol.
Yeah. Good one, babies. We energetically complete the positive protocol to eliminate mass shootings from society in all moments.
We energetically complete the positive protocol to eliminate mass shootings from society in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to eliminate mass shootings from society in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to eliminate mass shootings from society in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to eliminate mass shootings from society in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to eliminate mass shootings from society in all moments.
We energetically complete the positive protocol to close all portals to mass shootings in all moments.
We energetically complete the positive protocol to close all portals to mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to close all portals to mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to close all portals to mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to close all portals to mass shootings in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to close all portals to mass shootings in all moments.
We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that propagate or provide cover for the glut of guns in the world in all moments.
We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that propagate or provide cover for the glut of guns in the world in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that propagate or provide cover for the glut of guns in the world in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that propagate or provide cover for the glut of guns in the world in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that propagate or provide cover for the glut of guns in the world in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that propagate or provide cover for the glut of guns in the world in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between society and the NRA in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between society and the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and the NRA in all moments. Baby, you don't give anyone any quarters, do you?
No, and I won't, because this is going up, I won't talk more about it, but yeah, that's just some nefarious group at this point, and it needs to be dismantled. So we energetically complete the positive protocol to dismantle the NRA in all moments.
We energetically complete the positive protocol to dismantle the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to dismantle the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to dismantle the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to dismantle the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to dismantle the NRA in all moments.
Forming a tab as we do. We energetically complete the PB and J. No. No, we energetically complete the energetic cleanse. We energetically complete the PB and J between humanity and all all righteous protection of the NRA in all moments.
Humanity.
And all righteous protection of the NRA, yeah.
We energetically complete the PB&J between humanity and all righteous protection of the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between humanity and all righteous protection of the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between humanity and all righteous protection of the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between humanity and all righteous protection of the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between humanity and all righteous protection of the NRA in all moments.
We energetically complete the expunge negativity protocol for all energies that seed nefarious intentions through the NRA in all moments.
We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that seed nefarious intentions through the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that seed nefarious intentions through the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that seed nefarious intentions through the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that seed nefarious intentions through the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that seed nefarious intentions through the NRA in all moments.
We energetically complete the positive protocol to strip all illusion off the NRA in all moments.
We energetically complete the positive protocol to strip all illusion off the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to strip all illusion off the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to strip all illusion off the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to strip all illusion off the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to strip all illusion off the NRA in all moments.
We energetically complete the positive protocol to strip all protection off of the NRA in all moments.
We energetically complete the positive protocol to strip all protection off the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to strip all protection off the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to strip all protection off the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to strip all protection off the NRA in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to strip all protection off the NRA in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between humanity and enabling the NRA to support nefarious intentions in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between humanity and enabling the NRA to support nefarious intentions in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between humanity and enabling the NRA to support nefarious intentions in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between humanity and enabling the NRA to support nefarious intentions in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between humanity and enabling the NRA to support nefarious intentions in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between humanity and enabling the NRA to support nefarious intentions in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between society and hate in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between society and hate in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and hate in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and hate in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and hate in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between society and hate in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that propagate hate in all moments.
We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that propagate hate in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that propagate hate in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that propagate hate in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that propagate hate in all moments. We energetically complete the expunging negativity protocol for all energies that propagate hate in all moments.
We energetically complete the positive protocol to eradicate hate in all moments.
We energetically complete the positive protocol to eradicate hate in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to eradicate hate in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to eradicate hate in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to eradicate hate in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol to eradicate hate in all moments.
We just a couple more babies. We energetically complete we energetically complete the PB&J between the world and all blockages to realizing world peace in all moments.
We energetically complete the PB&J between the world and all blockages to realizing world peace in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between the world and all blockages to realizing world peace in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between the world and all blockages to realizing world peace in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between the world and all blockages to realizing world peace in all moments. We energetically complete the PB&J between the world and all blockages to realizing world peace in all moments.
We energetically complete the positive protocol for the world to achieve world peace in all moments.
We energetically complete the positive protocol for the world to achieve world peace in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol for the world to achieve world peace in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol for the world to achieve world peace in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol for the world to achieve world peace in all moments. We energetically complete the positive protocol for the world to achieve world peace in all moments.
Take a deep breath. Mm. Pretty good, people. How does that feel? Why don't you take off mute? And so after this work, it's so intense that it takes a little bit of processing, like decompressing time. So a good little conversation is good for that to happen. Did anyone get any have any experiences with doing that? Soma, how was that for you?
Good. There was moments where I felt there was a reaction, an interaction, that it was more real, certain phrases, and they were causing an effect.
You mean you were releasing?
I just was more aware of a flow of something happening.
So
And
don't be afraid of the release, and don't be afraid of, you know, the reactions in the body. Just watch them, but don't say, "Oh no, I got to stop this."
no,
So, yeah,
it was more in the heart.
awesome. So you were feeling like the collective's heart opening up.
I think it's the connection with the heart. A lot of the statements were made about opening our eyes, and the heart is where we'll probably feel that most. So
Yeah.
bringing it out of the mind into the heart.
That's awesome. That's great.
Thank you.
Thank you. You can stay off mute. We're just chatting now. Lindsay wants to say something.
Oh, I could barely stay awake. Oh man. And then yeah, I almost fell asleep at one point, but just for a moment there. But it was interesting because there were a couple of taps, like about 3/4 of the way through, where at least my internet feed, Jen, you were clear and fine, but Marvin's was breaking up, and his words would get all broken up, and then they'd all compress and along really quickly. I thought, oh, this is a good one. This one is going to make a huge difference. They all will, obviously, but you know, a lot of strong energy with a couple of them there, for sure.
It's interesting that so just one quick
baby?
comment. I mean, as tragic as we shouldn't be here doing this tap, this group tapping, right? So, but as tragic as the circumstances are, it does seem to have a moment of pause for, you know, humanity just to go, you know, what the F, you know? So I think in that moment of pause, when we catch these things and do the group tapping, it has a kind of higher resonance because a whole bunch of people are kind of focused on the issue at the same time. So
and also oh, I lost it. Squirrel. I lost it.
squirrel.
So it gives that there's no point in people dying for this. And if anything, if you can turn it into a good at some level, that's what we're doing. And so making their lives lost not such a tragedy if it causes that final I say I can't talk, the final straw that makes people really get on this and say, no, we're not going to be manipulated and controlled anymore as a group. And so to wake them up, if it does that, then their death will mean something where it's senseless right now. Did I say that right without sounding cruel or callous? Or
Well, see, I think the thing is, every time, you know, people that operate at a higher vantage point, every time they sort of comment on sort of tragic events and say that there's a higher purpose, it always runs the risk of, you know, um, being seeming cruel, but I kind of get what you're saying. And then
So-
the other sorry, just really quick.
Okay.
I was just,
There is no higher purpose as it is. What we're doing is creating a higher purpose from it. So we're not doing it from a state of helpless victim apathy, waiting for something to emerge. We're freaking warriors saying, okay, this freaking sucks. Let's make it worth something. So that's the difference.
That was
And what
really
was the other thing, babies? Wait, Therese, let him say the other thing. I come on.
well, I was just going to give an example. So, during the heat of the whole COVID thing, we and others, quite frankly, kind of sort of said, look, there's a real purpose to this. So yes, people are dying. We get that. We're not trying to be indifferent or whatever about that. But I think it did give, the world an opportunity to reset and recalibrate. Now, the question is, will it? And my sense is that it does, but there's still some work to be done. So.
But the thing is, it only makes sense. It's an opportunity to make sense of it, but people have to take the initiative.
Yeah.
They can't lay back in this complacency and say this means something. No, you have to put your signature on it of what does it mean. And you have to do that. That's what we're doing here. We're affording people who don't have a clue of what to do a way to make lemonade out of lemons. No offense to lemons. We love lemons. Therese?
Yeah, it was empowering. I was so grateful when you put these taps out. But we've talked about world peace and done taps on world peace, but when we did them today, I saw it. I felt it. I realized, it just seemed like, yeah, it is happening.
Yeah. And that's why John Lennon was so demonized in the 70s. He actually went to a place where he saw world peace. And that's why the song Imagine is so profound, because what he was saying then is true now. Like he was seeing how demonizing people in religion are demonizing it and politicizing it. He was seeing it from this level of maturity, but people back in the 70s thought he was a devil worshiper or sacrilegious or whatever. He wasn't. He was just seeing from a vantage point that they weren't privy to yet. So go back to anyone who resented the song Imagine, and go back to the words now and see how relevant they are for this time. It's the religions that are being used to propagate hate now. And that's not the fault of source. That's a fault of, the limitations of man and the greediness of man.
Could I just add something to what Therese said about the World Peace Tap? Yeah. It seems like every time in my life up until today, when I've heard those words, world peace, it has really seemed like a pipe dream, as much as I would love for it to come about. But today, doing that tap, honestly, I felt like it's going to happen. Yeah. First time ever. So yeah, beautiful.
I'm telling you, people, I'm not here. I'm not a Pollyanna, and Marvin doesn't put up with bullshit. So if I was just bullshitting about world peace, Marvin would have just shut me down when he met me. But yeah. So thank you for seeing that, and thank you for holding that, because that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And Lara knows it. That's what Lara's doing, right? She doesn't want to be in this world without world peace.
The last 4 taps, she started to fall asleep. She's like, okay, I'm good now. Like,
oh yeah,
I can go to sleep.
It's all looked after.
Yeah, and she's probably going to sleep really deep for a long time. So enjoy this long nap. Good job, Lara.
Oh my God.
What an angel. It's so sweet. Thank you for sharing her with us.
Yeah, it feels, I love this space. It feels safe to share her in this space and to to do that. I haven't had that space or where I hadn't look over my shoulder at the very beginning, so it just feels really good to be able to do that.
You need this space. Everyone needs this space, and they don't understand the difference between this and some other thing put together and stuff. But this, you're one of the most attuned person I know in energy, and for you to be able to articulate what we're doing here is good. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for trusting your own instincts and your baby's instincts. We should get her a little genuine healing onesie.
But I have to get it made, right? Because you guys don't have them on the website yet, right?
No, but we do have the logo if you ever wanted stuff. You know how expensive it would make? It would probably cost more. It's so expensive. It would probably cost $100 to make her one little onesie.
Oh my gosh. Goodness.
But anyone that's got skills can use it. You just then need to sort of imprint on the logo.
And you can do it cheaper. You can go to the craft store. Michelle knows how to do it with take the logo, print it out, iron it on the t-shirt. So hook up with Michelle if you want to do that.
Okay.
Drive your mother nuts. She won't know why she has such a strong reaction to it. But
Well, we're done.
good.
Yep.
There's still a couple things in the house of the mothers.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't changed the lock yet, but I got the new lock and put it on the back door because I realized she had a key, to the back door. One night it downloaded. I was like, oh my gosh. And
All
the
right,
day,
that's creepy. But I was talking about the lock. I was talking about a couple things of her possessions because everything she gives you is charged with intentions to steal from you and make you obligated to her.
yeah, and I realized that my hair was part of the process with her. So I went and I got a haircut yesterday or last week, and I shaved the bottom part here just so no back door, no back entrance. And I just felt very empowering and like, put a purple streak in my hair. I'm like, yeah.
No tattoos though, okay? You don't need to get a tattoo. Don't tattoo the baby, nothing. Good job.
I'm pretty, I can be flighty sometimes, but I'm pretty grounded in that. Like,
I'm just joking. Of course you are. You're not flaky. I mean.
All right. Well,
So
thanks
anyway,
everyone for joining us. Thanks for those that are watching at home on YouTube after the fact. Should really share this one widely. I mean, this would be just a great opportunity to, for people to experience what we're doing here to uplift, the consciousness of the collective.
Yeah. So by the way, this is how deep the resistance is. I'm not allowed. I've been on social media and I have, people there who want to see. I am not allowed to share on any group pages. I can sometimes never share on my own group page. I can't even, I put out a post about truth and it'll get like 3 views because I'm totally blocked. So if you guys want to help perpetuate this, if you put it on your sites or different groups, it will really help because they're not letting me. Oh, do you guys want to see what I was doodling? Well, we were doing just a little doodle.
Oh my God.
Can you just bring it up a little bit closer?
I don't want them to see all the flaws.
Oh, okay,
Just,
cool.
Oh,
I was just, another thing is because this work is so intense, me doing the coloring like a little child is the balance. It's like the innocence and the childlike wonder is the balance for me to stay centered when we do all this work forward. That we're like in energy, we're taking care of these really nefarious energies that we don't talk about because we don't want to give them form. So my balance is to do artwork, give out beads, play with puppies. All of this is necessary for me. And it may be necessary for you to pull up the things that you love and embrace those innocent moments as much as possible, because this work is intense. Thank you for doing it.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone for joining us. Those at home, look forward to catching you next time. If you feel inclined, please subscribe to the Genuine Healing subscribers group. Just go to the website, genuinehealing.com.
Do you guys recommend this? I mean, I'm putting you on the spot, but
Yeah.
you know, Leonie just wrote a beautiful recommendation for the subscriber group. So if you want to read that, you can go on the website and see what her thoughts on that. Thank you for doing that. All right. That's it. Love you guys.
Thanks everyone. Bye for now.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.